Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna look up jerking off dogs on my phone.
No, me neither.
Coming on through. Hey, man, guess what? I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
I should get a discount. I masturbate every day after work. Smell this. Does it smell like one?
I don't know, man. You're on your own.
Smells like a butthole, dude.
Hi, welcome to Straight Garbage Podcast, brought to you by Transgender Mitch.
Hi.
What?
No, I think we should all identify as women now.
All identify as women?
Yeah, well, maybe Bud Light will sponsor us.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Nobody's sponsoring this podcast. Who the fuck are we kidding?
I mean, honestly, if Bud Light did sponsor us.
We're just another fucking podcast in the hundreds of millions of podcasts out there. Totally dependent on listeners to thrive and share it.
Why?
But here we are,
Why?
not getting liked or shared.
Anheuser-Busch, why did you allow this? Why?
Are you triggered?
Well,
Jay?
Anheuser himself is not allowed.
Hold on,
now.
hold on. Hold up your beer, Jay. No longer a Busch Light. We have a convert.
I just don't get it. Why?
Same reason they had to take the
It's
Black
just a
women off the
marketing
syrup.
deal for sales.
What are they down like? What would they say? Like
Their stocks might be down, but their sales went up.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Probably because everyone was buying beer to destroy it.
Yeah.
That's true. They said they're down $4 billion already.
Yeah.
Is a TikTok video I watched.
I'll be curious to see what the quarterly numbers look
That's
like. 'Cause,
what-
I mean, this is like, what, we're 2 weeks into that, a week into
Yeah.
or something.
They said
Here's my thing. If you're going to boycott it, you better fucking do it permanently. I don't want to see you guys fucking 3 months later going and grabbing that Busch Light or that Bud Light. 'Cause
I'm
you
gonna
fucking
try- I'm
miss
gonna try
it.
this for a little
If you
bit.
boycott it, you permanently boycott it.
that's right. You tell them. So I guess there's a dart tournament in Texas, and it's like 100 people dart tournament, and they do like Coors Light, Bud Light kegs, and they bought 3 kegs of Bud Light and only sell 12 cups of beer.
Honestly, though, who was drinking Bud Light to begin with? That shit.
Hey, I was drinking Busch Light. It was way
I
better than
like,
Bud Light
I mean,
anyway.
yeah, Busch Light, but Bud Light, I've never been a fan of it.
Yeah. I used to buy it when I'd go to like restaurants that they didn't have Busch Light on tap. I'd get Bud Light on tap, but
Coors Light guy.
I saw a TikTok where some guy was like, to all you people out there boycotting Bud Light and not drinking it, he's like, welcome to the rest of us that thinks it tasted like shit all along.
yeah, they're going
like, fair
after him
enough.
pretty. They're going after him pretty hard, man. It's fucking.
I know. I missed the bandwagon to do my Bud Light TikTok, but
Yeah.
No, I think it was a pretty poor marketing ploy. I think.
Boy, they and the girl that started this is a president of marketing or whatever for Bud Light only too. That's what's fucked up. But anyway, she's sticking by it, man. She was like, "No, it's the right call."
Well, and I'm
I'm
sorry.
like, fuck.
time will tell. We may be the dumb ones, and
Yeah.
I read a thing that said that they all got fired. Like
I did too.
Anheuser went in there and he just fired the entire marketing team.
I heard that too, but I was on Facebook, so I
that
wouldn't
could
take
also just be a ploy too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't drink the shit, so
I mean, had they?
I mean, if you say you fired your entire marketing team, and then you get all these people that were like, okay, they fixed it. We'll drink their shit again, but nothing really changed. Joke's on you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, had they marketed it towards like, let's say, a seltzer instead of a Bud Light, which is kind
That
of
seems like
stereotypical.
maybe, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where I would go with it. But
And fuck you, I drink that shit. So what's the next? It's gonna be like Bud Light Rainbow Seltzer, Rainbow Sherbet.
I mean, like
I'd
Bud,
probably drink that. Sounds delicious.
I mean, Bud Light's a cheap beer that you have rolling around in the floorboard of your pickup. It's not. I mean,
it?
that's the type of people that drink it. It's not.
I thought it was higher priced than that. I thought it was like up there with Coors Light, like you're middle class, not rich.
Yeah, I'll see. If I'm going to drink Bud Light, the paint label's got to be wore off from the floorboard of my pickup, so I don't know what I'm drinking.
Oh. Okay.
You don't drink just the straight silver cans.
No.
You probably like yours out of the refrigerator and cold and not.
If I have the choice between a scratched up can and a brand new looking can, I go with the brand new looking can.
I take the scratched up.
I
one every
question
time.
the scratched up cans. How long you been in here, bud? How skunky are you?
Chris, he was throwing bush lights out of his pickup at work. Or out of the back of his pickup, not from the inside of his cab, the transfer station. And he's throwing them all the way up and they're just exploding.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's like, I thought he was doing this boycott and bush light thing. He goes, no. He goes, they've been under the seat of my boat with all my fish bait for the last 2 years.
Oh.
He's like, you can have them if you want. I'm like, I'm good, bro. Yeah.
Richard's probably out there picking them up.
Well, he was looking at something out there the other day. Had his phone out. I think it was a subwoofer or something. Like pulling up the model number or whatever. I don't know where he sells this shit. I never see it on Facebook, but he takes so much shit out of there and tries reselling it.
You better have a fucking secondhand store or some shit running out of his garage.
He's gonna find gold tomorrow. I threw away all kinds of good shit.
Did you guys hear about that?
What?
The landfill.
Gold?
No, landfill. Did you hear about that? Yesterday, Ren goes, he asked me, he goes, did you dump that house that used to have a secondhand store? And I go, no, I dumped them today. And he goes, oh, you didn't dump them yesterday? And I said, no. And he goes, I guess they found an envelope fucking full of cash in the landfill.
Oh, no shit.
And he goes, yeah, you're supposed to call and identify the envelope and shit. And I'm like, fuck.
Somebody actually
that's mine.
said something.
I wonder if one of the guys at the landfill will tell you what the envelope looks like so you can call and identify it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Fuck
white.
that. It's in the garbage. Finders keepers, right?
I can't believe they turned it in.
Yeah,
I
fuck
fucking
that.
would have.
Yeah, dude, that shit would have went straight to
I mean,
my pocket.
if it's something, I
All
don't
right,
know.
to like hit it there somewhere.
And wait for somebody to come back and ask if they.
Oh, fuck no.
After 6 minutes of nobody calling in, that'd have been went to my
Okay.
pocket.
Now you're going to 6. Yeah, I'm fine with 6 minutes.
But who has cash like that? Honestly,
Me.
do you carry that kind of cash? I don't know.
Who has cash?
They didn't say
like
how much
that
cash it
and
was.
hides it amongst stuff that's going to get thrown away.
No shit.
Okay, I know my grandma didn't believe in banks, and when after she passed, we were cleaning out her and my grandpa's place, and my mom and my aunt found $15,000 cash
Jeez.
because she didn't believe in banks.
It was probably 30, but
Yeah. That's what my mom said.
All right, well, I found 15,000. It's a fair split.
Yeah. No, they were together, so they split it. I think that's what they did. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah,
Got to be glad your dad doesn't hide money, huh?
yeah. Do you hear about that lady that I'm buying that bought that pickup from and stuff about the silver?
What's
Did I-
over?
Her dad was on the deathbed. He had cancer, and he's like, "All right, listen to me. In this one spot, I buried silver." And she's like, "Okay." She went and found it. It was $100,000 in silver he had buried in the ground.
oh shit. That's a lot of silver.
Yep. She said she sold all of it, but 30,000. She kept there were silver bars, and then she sold all of it, but kept all the silver coins.
Because
So there's stuff in there from 1890 coins.
silver's,
It's like the fucking coin could be worth more than the price of the silver.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
I think silver's still under $4 an ounce. I think. I haven't looked
Yeah.
for a while, but that's a lot. Of,
$100,000, dude. That's fucking
It's gone up though because of computers and shit, right?
Yeah.
I checked not that long ago. I got a little bit of silver. But it was like $3.75 or something when I looked a while back. But
I think I have one thing of silver, like a coin.
I started buying it like 3 years ago, so I have like, I don't know. Probably Steve would buy it, and then he'd ask me if I want some. I'd buy like $60 worth from him. But I can't remember. I don't know.
I'm not buying silver, dude. I buy guns.
yeah,
Because when the world goes to hell in a handbasket, what's silver? What are you gonna trade silver and gold for?
Yeah.
Humans.
I'm gonna trade my bullets
Humans.
for your shit.
But
humans.
why would you? I mean, probably didn't believe in banks. Probably why he buried it. We went out to Lapway. My cousin found an axe or something. We went out to go buy, and because he collects axes, and the lady's like, "Yeah, you can look around." And then her husband showed up. It was his dad that passed away, and we were talking to him, and he said his dad was on pretty much dying, and told him that he buried $40,000 in cash in the chicken coop. And he said he went back up there, and it was all wrapped in like
cocaine.
yeah, it was all wrapped in plastic bags and stuff. And fucking, he buried it $40,000 in cash.
I mean, I guess who's going to go digging around through a chicken coop for a fucking buried
Yeah.
treasure?
Well, I am now.
Well, yeah, but like me and my brother-in-law were talking about it. I was like, dude, how many people like get in a car wreck? It didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
That's fucking buried cash or, silver, gold or whatever. That's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, they
Right.
just
I
excavate.
might do like a fucking treasure map.
What if you
I,
just-
if I ever have enough money to have
Make the kids work for it. They like have clues and shit.
yeah,
Make it
like Goonies shit.
Yeah.
Like
it
some of them, they're booby traps. They might die, but like
They're gonna
if you
fucking
can
earn
make
it.
it through, it's going to be a nice reward for you.
I would just make the treasure map first and just bank on you having money at some point.
Yeah, not happening. I spend like before I have money, so
They get there. There's a half dug hole.
Same way.
yeah. If I ever come into a large sum of money, I'll probably just break even.
It's American way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, that's fucking crazy. I just couldn't imagine.
You
Fucking,
should have. Too bad you didn't like have any foresight and just went out there with a fucking metal detector and just start looking around her property.
Oh, before he told her about the silver or whatever. Yeah. That'd be kind of hard to hide. Packing silver bars to your truck.
How much do those weigh?
I don't fucking know. You can get them.
Well,
in
you could have just put them like stashed them in that pickup you were buying.
Yeah, remember Josh said he was going to shove gold bars in his ass in one episode.
I was when I cleaned that pickup out. She said that they found guns and rigs and stuff. Dude, I cleaned that fucking pickup out. I was like, come on, stash a gun in here somewhere.
Yeah, if I got to keep whatever gold bar I could jam up my ass is going to be full.
You can start out with one of those big deals.
I'm going to be clinking all the way to the bank. Big old smile on my face. Got 472 grand in my asshole right now.
Like those.
Some of you guys do it for a fucking cookie.
Those big bars. Excuse me. Those big bars, like in the movies, I'd say they're 10 inches by 3 or 4 by 2.
I seem to remember.
They're supposed to be like 90 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
For gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had looked up a thing because I watched the Italian Job, and I remember somebody said something about that. And so I looked it up, and they're just like tossing the bars
Yeah.
around, and it's like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Well, so my lead ingots, about the size of a shot glass, is a pound, and I think lead and gold are similar in weights. So I mean,
Well, I think gold's heavier than lead, isn't it?
I don't
don't care how much that shit weighs. If I got a chance to grab some gold, I'll break my fucking back to haul your gold off for my benefit.
Hey, if it pays for my butthole to get sewn back up, I'm taking the chance.
Yeah.
Well, what one gold bar? What would it be worth? It's like 90 pounds. They go different kind of ounces though. Isn't it like starts with a T?
There's
Says-
a troy ounce. and
Troy
then
ounce,
there's,
yeah.
It says a gold bar is 27.5 pounds.
27 and a half.
But still, that's
You're
like,
not gonna
Okay,
be
so
hugging.
how much is a 27.5 pound gold bar worth?
How many ounces in a gold? Yeah. Because
Current value of a 27
right now it's like what
1800.
1800 an ounce.
fucking bullshit.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
I had a chance. A bunch of guys at work were going to go in and buy a bunch when it was like $300 an ounce.
Dude.
And we just never did it. It was one of those things we just didn't do it.
Well, so it says in 2022, a 20-pound gold bar was 430 grand. So
I'm going to get 20 of those up my ass.
So like a 714.
My
20,
butthole
so
going
yeah,
to look like an Arby's roast beef sandwich afterwards, but surgery will fix that.
25% more. So like 575-ish, something like that for a 27-pound gold bar
Damn.
for the big one, I guess. So yeah, you only got to fit one in those, dude. I'd seen,
One would be a life changer.
I've seen
Yeah.
amateur porn stars fit more than one gold bar in their ass.
I'm going to go for 4.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever come back.
Oh, shit.
We don't want to repeat this.
Yeah.
Could you imagine get like 3.5 in and just want the fourth one just won't go all the way in?
And so you just do an ass drop on the concrete.
Yeah.
And get that there.
Right?
Did I tell you that story about that guy who was on the roof and he fucking fell off and somebody had a shovel like that he stuck it in the ground and when he fell off the roof it fucking impaled him in his asshole?
I've heard of that happening
Ooh,
before.
dude.
When I was building power lines, it was somebody, I didn't know the guy, but supposedly I think it was the foreman I was working with. He had a guy come off the pole, and Groundman had the shovel right close to the pole, and it went up his keister.
Oh shit, dude.
This says
Yay.
so. This says that a silver bar is like 6 point something pounds, basically 7 pounds, which I don't know. 100 ounces of silver, it says, is like $3,000.
Shit. So they had a pile of silver buried.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. When I say they make it different sizes, because my brother-in-law buys a shit ton of silver, and he has like the little 10-ounce bars too.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you can buy a 1,000-ounce silver bar here for $27,000.
Perfect. You guys all want to pitch in on that?
Okay, yeah. As long as I get to keep the bar.
We're all eating it up, trying to cut it in sections.
I got a bunch of silver commemorative coins.
Yeah.
You guys remember that old dumbass silver shit? Like he'd wake up like 3:30 in the morning and those dumbass fucking sell everything commercials are on, and they're
Yeah.
like trying to sell those like that silver shit you drink and the silver bracelets and like this cures your health and fucking makes you poop clean and all this weird stuff.
Robert's buying it. Makes you poop clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, give me some of that.
I just thought of that because I went on Amazon has a thing for buy silver, and it's like fucking colloidal or whatever, fucking silver glass bottle, and then there's like a, I don't know, like a poop thermometer next to it. $22.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the glitter tablets you'd take and then your poop was glittery?
Oh, I thought you
What?
just eat glitter like
Well, they'd put
fingernail
They
polish.
put it in a tablet form, so when you shit, you had glittery shits. Do you guys remember these?
No.
I do not, but I could only imagine that like I would shit and it would like bounce off the bowl and just like like all over my ass, just have silver ass cheeks.
What would be the point of this? Because technically,
Instagram.
you only see yourself shit,
Yeah.
Instagram.
unless I guess. But why would you share your?
We should
shits
probably
on
make
Instagram?
we should probably
I
make a
guess the only
video
thing-
now.
The only thing that would be kind of cool about it would be to like shit in the woods, and then be like, let people think that there was actually unicorns were actually fucking real.
Yeah.
What if you like drink some that like glow in dark shit and then some glitter, and then that way it's like glittery poop in the day and glow in the dark at night,
Right?
and you're like, fuck, there's something wrong with me.
It's like
Just do that as
it's like
a prank.
mullet poop.
Yeah, do that as a prank to one of your kids.
Or go to the dog pound and give all the dogs a bunch
They'd
of
probably
those.
just think Ollie got in the garbage again and ate some arts and crafts shit.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, that fucking dog, man.
What did he eat today?
Not today, but fucking yesterday. I had this I have this little garbage can next to my desk downstairs, and I tied up the bag, and it was sitting by the front door, and I didn't take it out that morning. I came home to it strewn out in the living room, the kitchen, out the door, onto the porch, down the stairs, and then on the deck. Like there wasn't even any food and shit in there. It was just fucking garbage. Like
You don't beat the dog.
it doesn't do any good. I used to. It doesn't do any good. So I just I don't pet him. And I think that's almost worse for him. He just lays there on the ground, face on the ground. And when I tell him how disappointed I am in him, he closes his eyes. Because I think he thinks if he closes his eyes, I also can't see him.
Dude, you got to take the garbage can and like tape it on his head and go over there like it's a dong, just bang, 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 bang.
It doesn't do anything.
And then just leave it on there for like 2 days, and he'll never get in the garbage can again, I swear.
I've got a feeling Ollie's a lot like my dog, and that would have zero effect as
Yeah.
soon as you took the can off.
Do you guys have dumb dogs?
Stubborn.
Jesus.
I got dogs that are just like,
Dumbbells.
the benefit now is worth the punishment
mean,
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your dog is just like some of our employees. Like, they just don't fucking learn.
Yeah.
So my dog did get smarter though, because he used to just like whenever he got into something, he'd just get into it in the kitchen. But now he takes it out into the backyard and into the backyard on the grass.
But he leaves a trail the entire way.
This time he did, but normally he just takes it out the back and then does it out in the yard where he doesn't think I'll see it.
Oh.
And I don't always catch it, but then there's sometimes I'll come in and I'll be like last week, I stopped at Albertsons. I was running a bunch of errands, and I was super fucking hungry, and I grabbed a bag of chips. And I had some chips. Well, I put the rest of the bag on the counter, but like to the back of the counter. And I was like, you should put that up. And I was like, no, it'll be fine. And I didn't. We ran to the store and came back, and I'm like, where's that fucking bag of chips? I go outside, and sure enough, out there in the yard, and he must have not, his head was too fat to get all of them. Because there was still like half a bag of chips. Like, you son of a bitch.
He never goes behind the pool.
No.
He's
can't
not
fit.
It's like Moore trying to fit behind his house now.
Right?
He's like, I can't whack off in
What
public
would it be
now.
like to have to turn sideways to walk into every door you go into? You ever wondered about that? That would suck.
I had a school bus driver that was like that.
Dude, you ever seen some people sit in vehicles and it's just like, it's like you have power steering, but you don't because your stomach is so pressed up against the steering wheel. You have to fight your steering wheel against your stomach.
You gotta drive it like you're driving a tractor because there's no room for the wheel to turn.
Yeah, but then like, you know, it's like our trucks with the fucking steering problems that they have. You gotta like fucking fight against your stomach, you know, because your stomach's just pushing against the steering wheel like this. For our audio listeners, I just pushed really hard into Mitch.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Do that.
I pushed back.
Yeah, do that. You guys do that behind closed doors. Now your dick smells like
You should wear deodorant.
I put clean clothes on.
You should wear deodorant.
It's
already leaked through.
Yeah, but it's better than trap juice, I hope.
Druce.
Trap juice.
Yeah, a little better, I guess.
But so
Are we boring you, Jay?
Nope.
that bus driver we had, like when we'd go down to like a state football game or basketball game, by the time we got to Boise, he had a hole in his shirt from the steering wheel.
Damn.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
That's pretty cool. Why didn't you just shove it in his rolls?
Big dude.
Dude, we had a guy break his leg in our shooting league the other night.
Oof.
Broke his leg?
Yeah. Yeah, he was shooting. So you started off with you had this barrel and it had a bunch of rounds on it, and then this they call it the gangster gat. It's just this fucking junk ass Smith and Wesson with a flashlight on it.
Stop.
Well, what you had to do when the beep went off, you had straight ahead of you had a steel knockdown target. And what you had to do was you had to decide how many bullets it was going to take for you to try and knock down the steel target, you know, with one shot.
You had to decide.
Yeah, so you could load one bullet in the magazine, throw it in the gun, and hope you hit it first shot, or you could throw in, you know, because your scoring is time versus points. So the more time you spend, the lower your score is, right? So you could put one round in and hope you hit it the first round, or you could throw a bunch in, you know, so you had extra shots to try and win it or try and knock down this thing. So like my first round, because I shoot 2 rounds, I put 3 in.
Hey,
and I shot down the first round.
what are we talking about?
Shooting.
Yeah, so we're getting an education on shooting on a guy breaking his leg.
Oh,
You shot a guy in the leg?
Yeah. Anyway, so this guy runs this course. You shoot that knockdown target, and then you run ahead, and you have 3 targets on the left, and then you run to the right, and you have 3 targets on the right. You got to shoot. Well, as he was running to the right, his right foot planted, but like his body weight kept going, and so like it just basically folded his ankle over, and he went to the ground.
that sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's what happened to my elbow.
Yeah, so it was not good for him, and we had to call an ambulance. And
Did he say, take me out to the pasture and put me down?
No,
Yeah, you
But
guys
we
you didn't just drag him back and be like, all right, next.
no. But we did take some, like, you know, while he's on the ground
Selfies?
there. Yeah, we did. We did do selfies with him while he was on the ground.
Please don't
and
tell
talk
me
a
this
bunch
was
of shit.
John.
Dude, I wonder what the paramedics thought, though, when they came in and all of us have, like, pistols strapped to us and shit.
How was his time?
Not good, because he didn't finish.
So did they have police officers show up
DQ.
with paramedics?
No.
Oh, they probably would have been all freaked out. Like, nobody touched your fucking guns. One of you guys is probably guilty. You try to kill him.
Right.
Okay, we can't hit anything anyways.
So it wasn't John?
No.
Dang it.
No.
Well, he hasn't been on our
Sorry,
show.
John.
He hasn't been on our show forever.
Right.
The fuck?
I know he's busy with Uncle Sam's.
I know how that works.
Uncle Sam's, not Uncle Sam. Sam's Choice.
Jerry's kids.
Fucking Walmart.
I love going over there and seeing him, though, when he's the greeter. He's a good greeter.
He is. Except for sometimes, man, he gets talking and you just like sitting there in the front of Walmart in a 45-minute conversation with him.
Yeah.
Douche of the week?
Cody. Oh, we're not supposed to do employees anymore. Chody.
Bud
I don't
Light?
have a celeb, or should we do Busch Light or Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch as douche of the week?
No, not Anheuser-Busch himself.
Because he wasn't behind it?
Yeah, he wasn't behind it.
What about the Dalai Lama? He tried sucking some kid's
I
tongue.
seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I heard
The
about
Dalai Lama tried sucking some
Yeah,
kid's
I
dick.
said that the
it. Not
other...
Dick, not Dick.
They remember that was that thing I was talking about the other morning where he, what did he do? He kissed the one kid, he kissed the one kid and then told him to suck his tongue.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe there's a language barrier. Maybe he meant his dick.
Maybe that's
Kid is like 15 years
Dude,
old.
when I
Actually, you know what's probably funny is he was probably like, don't suck my tongue, but everyone only heard suck my tongue.
yeah, tunnel vision.
He's like, yeah, this is gross. Don't suck my tongue. And everyone's just like, oh my God, he said suck his tongue.
Technically, he did.
I don't know a lot of Spanish, but this morning,
Pretty sure
I
the
met-
Dalai Lama is not
I
a
know.
Spaniard.
Brown.
yeah, he's not. But I met some Mexicans this morning.
Did
and
ya?
then, yeah, and when I talked to them, they just all looked at their dick. And I was like, bye.
They looked at their own dick?
Yeah, all of them.
Were you selling him stuff?
No, I was like...
Did you tell them you had blue penis pills? And
So
they like looked down?
I showed up for the blue can, and then they just brought like all the colors. And I was like, no. I was like, that guy will be here later. And then I was just like trying to talk to him, and they looked confused, and then looked at their dick, and then I was like, unos cervezas, por favor? And they're like, yeah. And then I left, and
When who went through the scales today
Cody.
in the new truck?
Yeah, why?
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that.
I was like, I wouldn't take $0 for it.
Dude, he never wants to help. He almost didn't get any help today. Like he only does like what Corey does or what I don't know. He just always fucks off. So he's like worse than more. So
You didn't get pulled over?
Is
I
it
should
DOT
have.
week? Is it
Well,
DOT week?
they already pulled over a sunshine truck.
Yeah, you think they'd be looking for us?
I wonder how they missed the broken spring shackle.
I don't know.
Apparently everyone missed that one. Steve
That-
missed it.
Yeah, that could have broke though. But
I noticed that there's one ISP guy that's he drives a pickup. I don't know if there's only one of those guys.
No,
but
there's-
every time I see one of those pickups, it has a dude with a trailer, not like a truck and trailer, but like a pickup with a flatbed
Yeah,
or a
I've seen
fucking
them.
hauling gravel or some shit like that. It like every single day going through East Lewiston, I've fucking seen him had somebody pulled over. I'm like, what the fuck? You don't know how to drive a trailer? You got the vendetta against people that can back one up?
Right.
Well, it's probably people like me that don't tie their shit down.
I don't know.
they had rigs pulled over with horse trailers.
Yeah.
Well,
I've seen all
so
sorts of shit.
I
There's-
know, I've never seen like picking on everybody.
Horse trailers
Yeah.
do have to go through the scales, though. Any livestock
They do,
does.
they do. But I'm wondering because he was sitting in the middle right by the rose garden there.
How many fucking horses you think you can stuff into one of those?
I don't know.
Like, how do you
Alive
get
or
overweight?
dead?
4 horses, 1 girl.
We got me and my dad and my uncle we hauling a mule up to Orfino to my grandpa's place.
How many did you guys fit?
We just one. And we didn't go through the scales and they fucking chased us down.
Really?
Yeah, and it didn't have a brand on it. And we didn't have paperwork for the horse, so we had to fuck turn around, go to the brand place right next to the ISP building there. And you go in there and he had to come out, do certain markings of the horse, and Dad had to pay a bunch of money, and then we bounced out of there.
No shit.
Yeah.
The
That's gay.
livestock's a
Fuck, next
big
time I
deal,
move a
yeah.
horse, I'm getting a U-Haul
Dude.
U-Haul truck.
Yeah.
when I worked at Roto-Rooter, I had to go pump this tank, and it was just past Julietta, in between Julietta and Kendrick. There was a little bridge that went across there, and I had to cross it and then go up the hill a little bit.
The old walking bridge?
It wasn't a walking bridge.
I know what bridge you're talking
The
about.
bridge that goes up, it'll come back out.
Do you remember the walking
You
bridge?
know where it goes all the way up the mountain and then back down to like
it'll come back out
Lane
Cherry Lane.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You're from there.
so I pumped the tank. Well, I'm coming back out of there,
Swinging bridge.
and I come down and I pass a DOT truck on that bridge. So he turns around and he follows me
Oh, fuck.
all the way back into Lewiston, and then like passes me right before the scale and pulls into the scale. But we had those little fucking like fast pass deals on the trucks, and it went green because I only had one tank on the truck. So I cruised right by him. A motherfucker pulled out, followed me back to Roto-Rooter.
No shit.
Yeah. And he was like, so I take it you must have had one of those fast passes. And I was like, yeah. And they tried talking to me about the weight on the bridge. And it's like, dude, I got the smallest fucking truck we have empty. Like, you know, what are we supposed to do? Like, not go pump someone's tank, you fuckface?
Well, the stupid
Because
thing
he was trying to
is,
bitch about the weight of the truck.
Wow. Oh, wow.
that bridge you were going across, they've replaced it since then, but the farmers were exempt. The farmers could take whatever they wanted across that
How
bridge.
did all those trailer houses get over there then?
Well, see,
All the manufactured homes and shit.
Well, they condemned that bridge. It was fine, and then it was, I don't remember how old it was, and they condemned it. And then there was a
Because
load
there's
limit
trailer
on it.
houses over there
Yeah.
years ago.
Because, well, they condemned it, but the tribe, because they got the hatchery over there.
Yeah.
And the farmers were exempt from the weights because, you know, farmer
Yeah.
and tribal weights are different than ours.
Are
Well,
you talking
the-
about the cherry tree one?
Yeah, the cherry lane.
He's talking about
Oh,
the
no,
cherry
we're talking
tree.
about the other one.
The one on the other side of the mountain is the
Yeah,
one he's
in
talking
Julietta.
about. The
Like
one-
Julietta.
No, the Julietta one they replaced.
They're going to Kendrick.
Maybe
the one on the
10
right.
years.
I think the one on the other side on the
They're replacing that one.
They're
now,
replacing
too.
it as
yeah,
speak.
but I think one's called Cherry Tree Lane Bridge and the other one's just called Cherry Tree Bridge.
It's a cherry lane on the Orfino side and McGarry grade on the
Oh,
Julietta
okay,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Cherry Lane Bridge. Get with the program, man. I used to live there. I used to live right above the fish hatchery.
Did you?
They used to
There was
throw
another
rocks.
time there we had Wally, the state police trooper,
Old
come out there
Wally.
and was like checking out trucks and shit like that. And then he was sitting there like talking with a couple of our guys, and our boss was in there, and like he had his office there and his window open and like listening to the conversation and stuff. And then he's like, he leans out and he's like, don't you guys have something to do? You know, trying to get the employees to work or whatever. And the state trooper got all pissed off and he's just like, God damn, what a fucking asshole. In his earshot.
Dude.
Dude, I'm sorry. My old boss was such a fucking prick. So he had some guy coming to meet him about something. And he watched the guy park his car and walking in. He was smoking a cigarette and like threw the butt on the ground. Which I kind of get it is disrespectful, but dude, he fucking berated this guy for fucking throwing his cigarette butt in his fucking parking lot, like in front.
Oh, it was
of,
in
like,
the parking lot?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like inside the shop. I was like, I can see that. But
No, in the parking lot. But dude, he fucking berated this guy. And I'm sorry, if I'd have been that guy, I'd have been like, fuck you. I don't want to meet with you. Like,
Yeah.
this is how we're gonna start already.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this is the same guy that when he was having his house build up the hill, like the contractors he had build it, they fucking brought a porta potty up there, you know, from like Bulldog, and he hated Bulldog. He fucking made him take that out and bring a different fucking porta potty in.
Really?
Dude, yeah. Dude, I would fucking hate to do any work for this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking prick. But obviously, he fired me 3 times.
I
How
can't
do you
imagine
fire somebody
why.
3 fucking
Hey,
times?
come on back. I was just having a bad day.
Right, exactly. Dude, both times I got hired back with a raise. I got hired back once with a $1 raise, and the second time with a $2 raise. And then the third time it stuck.
for good reasons. Anyway, fuck them.
So,
But, yeah, I don't know. That's good times. Tell you what, I've been hauling some shit across that Lenore Bridge. That's a sketchy motherfucker, dude.
That one's another one I think. They're
Wow.
trying to condemn now too.
I'm holding that backhoe across there, my Duramax, and I'm like, dude, come on, little bridge, hold together.
Shit.
Dude, that thing is fucking sketchy.
Yeah, that one you can see through the bridge if you get out and walk across.
Dude,
it.
yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Then that one on the Orfino side of Cherry Lane, that one, that fucker's old.
No, I know. We used to drive across it. Like, I literally lived right above the Fitch house. Right?
Okay.
Mom and Dad had 40 acres up there. But you literally...
Where's that now?
They sold it a long time ago when I was in high school. But you drive across it, didn't hear those fucking...
Yeah, the rivets just bouncing. Yeah.
The rivets all click-clack, click-clack, click-clack.
But so
as you
we
drive
would
across
always
it.
go there when it rained so we could try spinning the tires the whole way across the bridge because they had the slick wood planks on it. No, it wasn't. There were the metal planks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the metal planks on. So when it rained, it was nice and slick. And then you're coming onto a 2-lane highway, 55-mile-an-hour traffic with no berm between the bridge and the road.
That new bridge looks like it's going to be pretty nice. It's going to be a 2-lane bridge, too.
Oh, well, yeah. It was a 1-lane bridge, too, because it was...
I must have not have driven out there for a long time because I haven't seen any fucking shit.
Yeah,
Well, no, the one that you're talking about, that I've never been on that bridge since they rebuilt it. But I'm talking the Cherry Lane, the Orfino side.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't been out
I
there
haven't
in a
been
long
out that
time.
direction in a long time either.
I've been going up there every weekend getting stuff out of that from that lady. But
Looking for more
Still,
silver.
why haven't you invited me, asshole?
I'm going again Saturday. Come
I
on
gotta
in.
fucking work Saturday.
See, that's why.
That's not why. It's the only Saturday I've had to work.
She said it's last call this trip. I go, what's that mean? She goes, whatever you want, just take it. She goes, I need this fucker clean so I can put it on the market in May.
Do they have cool shit? I want cool shit.
It's been picked pretty good, but she still had some hand tools and stuff like that. I just thought I'd let set. Maybe somebody else. I really don't need them, but if,
Hand tools, like
wrenches, hand wrenches. She has a toolbox. It's, I don't know. It's probably 2 feet long by a foot tall, full of tools like sockets and ratchets. But they're all they're not snap on or
I don't need Snap-on.
Yeah, they're
I
just,
just
not
don't
no name,
need
no name
Taiwan.
wrench. I think that's kind of what they are, but she has a metal lathe if you want one of those.
Yeah.
It'd probably take up your whole shop.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, bring it.
You ain't bringing it. You're gonna have to have a crane probably to load it.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah,
It's-
just
Borrow
borrow.
the shop hand truck.
It's fucking huge, dude. It's probably at least 20 feet long, and I don't know how he got it in there, but he did have 2 backhoes and shit, so maybe that's how he got it in there. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, have Mitch take his tractor and load it up.
She said she was.
Dude, do it. And then
Yeah.
we'll sell it and split it.
Mitch looks like he needs a lathe in his shop.
She said that
If you can find a spot for it.
she
in
said
there.
she was looking them up. A
it
used
on
one's
shit.
going for 8 to 10 grand, and she's got it down to 2,500 right now, and still nobody's bought it.
Oh, fuck that.
I think just because they got to figure out a spot to put it and
How to move it.
how to move it. It's big.
I guess I could put it in here and that'd be our new podcast table.
Yeah, fuck. But I feel bad for her a little bit. If those tools are still there, I'll probably give her $20 for them.
That's very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you buy her a fucking ice cream cone too?
I could do that.
Yeah,
You should give her some D.
Yeah.
yeah. Bring some milk.
Why not?
Bring some.
What if you got a free lathe out of it?
No.
Would you give her the D?
No, I'm married.
What's your lowest amount of money?
No, I'm married.
What if you let your wife watch?
$10 million.
$10 million?
Yeah.
My wife would probably watch if I got $10 million. She'd probably be like, son, get in there and get that shit. We need the money.
Jesus Christ. Do you realize that at 10 seconds for $10 million, you just made $422 million per hour?
Yeah, no shit, right?
If I could got that one more pump in.
10 million. Fuck.
I do some pretty sketchy shit for 10
I
million.
look like one of those NBA players fucking ripping off the jumpsuit. Let's get this show on the road. Did you guys hear about that now?
Yep.
The NBA and the Major League Baseball, they're trying to do it where they can't be called, the owners of the team can't be called owners anymore. They have to be called governor.
Is it because of the amount of colored people?
Yep.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Colored people wrecking America. Just
And honestly,
kidding.
I don't think it's the players. I think it's this woke bullshit that's going around. Because I think the players, they're getting paid like they give a fuck.
They own the
you know?
team.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
They are the team.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, without the owned people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard that on the podcast last week. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What else are they going to think of, you know?
They're going to tell you your car can't be black next.
yeah.
No black cars.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. They're going to make fucking white pencils and, well, I don't know what color paper. You're going to use purple paper with white pencils now. No graphite.
We just want to erase all the blacks.
Yeah, it's all racist.
That is so fucking stupid. Are we bothering you, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busy or something.
Exactly what you just said to me when I was texting my
Yeah.
buddy.
What are you trying to get a new wife?
No, it's texting his mom.
New wife, new life?
No,
Oh.
I don't want that.
Oh.
But I do want some free, baked goods.
Baked goods.
Dude, his mom makes a good pie.
Oh.
She does, though.
I know.
Dude,
Why I'm trying to fucking order some.
tell her to go to the pot shop and get that syringe of shit you squirt in there.
Yeah.
She'll be real baked. To my one buddy, we went over there. And he's like, how much do you use? And they're like, half of one of these. He's like, good, give me 2.
Of course you would.
And then like 2 hours later, everybody
Robert
was
takes
sleeping.
everything's recommendation and times it by 4.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one boner pill will last 4 hours. I'm gonna take 4.
I've done that.
72 hours later, it's fucking still hard.
Yeah. It's not cool. It's
Can't
not that
pee.
cool. When you gotta pee like bent over, like in a 90-degree angle all day, it gets old. You're like, fuck my.
Yeah, I got a rainbow dick. Mine curves like this, so it's always pointing down at the bowl.
Let's try.
I just lay in the bathtub and piss all over myself. With the
You're like,
water
oh, it's
running.
Old Faithful.
All right, we should get back to this douche of the week, though.
Oh, Chody.
Who?
Chody.
Yeah.
I tried to like the guy, and then he reminded me why I didn't like him again. Yet again.
Yeah.
Yep. He just, went back to being an Eskimo.
All right, so our racist douche of the week is Chody. Okay.
And Bud Light.
And Bud Light.
Well, after some mildly retarded reasoning, I do believe we have found our douche of the week.
I'm sorry, I would have had apple whiskey for us, but I drank it all the other night.
Why didn't you drink that?
Huh?
How come you don't drink
Because
that?
I wanted whiskey, I just wasn't expecting to drink the whole bottle.
Oh.
And there's that.
Yeah. I fucked up, okay? By the time I realized, the kids did have a shot or two, but
Jesus.
that wasn't me.
Why didn't you give them a shot of that? So they're like, oh, it all tastes like shit.
Dude, because, okay, Trayson would be like that. Tate will drink
Tate.
that and be like, oh, it tastes good. The fuck it does, dude.
Yeah.
But he won't even chase it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, so there's this young kid that lives out where I am now.
And do you guys play priest choir boy role play?
This kid's too fucking wild for that. I don't think he could catch him. Actually, he was really drunk, and I tried to shove my finger in his butt even when he was puking, and he's like, but I'll do that. And then he gave me a cowboy hat.
How old is he?
I think he's 20.
Oh.
I didn't know that at the time.
You were hoping he was underage, or?
Sure. He got all drunk and like ran across the field and like tried to ride a horse and shit. And then he the guy he's living with, he had this Subaru And he's like, yeah, you have free reign on that Subaru. Do whatever you want. It's like a wagon. And so he like the next day he drives by and there's no doors on it. And the fender's gone, but like not taken off. Like they hooked it up to a car and ripped it off.
Nice.
And then like 5 days later, there's like the whole back end of the car is like towed in because he fucking jumped it and like destroyed it. And then they fixed it. And then he takes it to Waha. And then my buddy's like, I just passed Wyatt. He doesn't have a tire. And then
I saw a video of that.
That kid lives out at my apartments. He drove that all the way from Waha with no fucking tire to our house. Here he comes fucking up the driveway.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he drove for like, I don't know. It must have been like an hour and a half with no fucking tire.
Was there parts of a wheel left, or was he just down like
I don't know. But his roommate that's like older than him, his roommate's like 28, and he's out there yelling at him because he's like, we just fucking fixed that tire, you dumb piece of shit. He's like, I'm just having fun. He's like, I don't give a fuck. You're going to go get a rake and fix all the gravel. He's like, no. And he's like, you're going to get the fuck out of here then. He's like, you can go back to your fucking mom's house. And then he came down yesterday and he's like, I hope you weren't mad. And I was like, no, I thought it was kind of funny. You drove the car all the way back with no wheel, but you probably
Dude,
shouldn't
you probably
do it.
fucked that tranny up too, because I know Subaru's the
Oh,
real
yeah.
particular with all the tires being the same tread height.
Yeah,
And you're talking
about that.
like, like half an inch variance can not be good for him, and then you're talking what
A whole
4
wheel?
like 8 inches of fucking
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. the
Yeah, that
dude-
tranny was probably not happy.
I know people used to think when I worked for Les Schwab, they used to think that was a sales pitch, and I'm like, I promise you, it's not, because they'd have a tire like halfway, like, it's like 30-40% left on their tires. They'd blow a tire, and then we're like, you can't just put a tire on it.
A donut.
You gotta actually put 4 new tires on
Yeah.
it. And they're like, you're fucking just trying to sales pitch. And I'm like, I mean, you call Subaru, do what you got to do.
think
And then they'd come back like a couple hours later when they go talk to the Subaru dealer, and they're like, no, you can't, because it's like, it's not very much.
I think that's an all-wheel drive thing.
Yeah, it's an
'cause
all-wheel drive
The
thing,
ex-wife had a RAV4, and I think it was a cotter pin went through the sidewall of her tire, and I was like, oh, let's go get a new tire, I guess, and then, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we can't. And
And it's not a sales pitch.
and
by
I
the
never
tire-
thought,
by
I
the
never
tire
thought
store.
about it, but
This
there's
is why you
probably no-
guys need a tire shaver.
That's not a bad invention.
Did you ever use one of those tractionizers, Jay, or those before
Tractionizers?
There's
that?
2 wheels.
That's a made-up word.
No, they call it like before studded tires. There were 2 rollers with a bunch of spikes in it. You'd put your car on and drive on it and pretty much shred your tire.
No, I've never.
Yeah, Dad had one sitting, or 2 of them sitting in the barn for years and years, and said, yeah, you got that winter. You had some awesome traction, but come spring, you were running on the cords.
Just eat the shit out of your tires.
Well, that's what they did. Just chewed the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
He said,
Where they sipe it, you mean?
no, it didn't sight. There was a bunch of spikes on 2 rollers about that wide, and you just run your tire, like you drive on it, and it just chew everything up. Like have you ever stuck your finger in a meat grinder?
You probably do that
No.
and then do a burnout. That'd be cool. Just chunks flying off your tire. Yeah.
Well, he said when people would leave the shop, like there were chunks coming off the tires until they finally got down to the good shit. And
Who's that afraid of driving in the fucking ice?
Dude,
Like,
I had a friend that had a Ford Probe that he went and bought some like brand new
Sweet.
18-inch wheels and tires. And like expensive tires, like some Falcon Zeeks. And he fucking burnt out because it was front wheel drive. Dude, he just did burnouts like crazy. And then the first day he had them, he burnt like over half the tread
Yeah.
on his tires. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Must be nice to have all this money.
We'd put brand new tires on at Les Schwab, and then they'd leave, and all of a sudden you see them do a burnout. We're like, yep, see you in a couple months. I'm waving at them and shit.
Dude, I was doing that with my Duramax. Because, I mean, it fucking, you could just fucking, like, breathe on the gas pedal and it's just fucking breaking them loose, especially with that tune and exhaust and all that shit. Yeah, I'd peel out like nothing. Well, come to find out, I had really soft rubber BFGs on there. The fucking just, because they were supposed to be, like, high mileage tires, but somehow I got the wrong ones put on. So I ended up getting, I got them at Costco because the boys' dad worked there. And so I ended up getting I bought some Patagonia some Patagonia tires or something like that, and they ended up like paying for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Toyo guy. I like Toyo tires. It's my
I don't like Toyo prices.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of expensive.
I'm more of a whatever I find for the cheapest on Facebook now.
Yeah.
Dude, the last set of tires I bought for my Subaru were called Eco Waterfalls
That's
from
what I have.
Walmart.
Sick.
Dude, it was like $42 a tire.
Yeah,
I
that's
spent
what
under $200 for them, but like, dude, they had fucking killer reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have on the Malibu, and I don't know, they've been good. They don't hydroplane. They do better in the snow than other shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're not wearing funny.
Yeah,
They balanced fine.
yeah. Same with mine, and like, fuck, I almost still have the little nubs on them too.
Yeah,
I had to get tires when I fucking
hit that.
couldn't stop and had to drive up on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Why didn't you have chains on?
I don't know.
You lost your personal safety bonus.
Yeah. Again. Every time you drive, you hit something.
Dude, go fuck
You
yourself.
dri-
That's because I drive like once every month.
You can't even drive to work without fucking running over an 11-year-old.
One fucking time I drive up on the sidewalk. And you know what?
It's
I
an
kept
11-year-old.
from rear-ending somebody and totaling my car.
Dude, you should put a got on your phone right now, full coverage, and then be like, yeah, I just
I
put it
had
on.
full coverage.
On your Subaru?
Yeah.
Idiot, you should have ran into him. You should have fucking gunned that motherfucker.
Do they pay for sentimental value?
No.
Oh, damn.
Well, classic cars value goes up quite a bit.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
What if you would have cornholed that fucking truck or whatever it is so hard and then destroyed your car? Do you have a brand new, like, WRX sitting outside?
And got whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you could have got it.
I mean,
away
you
with
Yeah.
you fucked up.
And then your wife would have got whiplash too, but not here, just in the bedroom. And then you'd be like, oh, it turns out her neck's all fucked up
It
too.
must be contagious.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I think I got whiplash.
Dude, I
Really?
can't wait for this blitz to be over. Fuck.
What blitz?
This fucking DOT thing.
Oh, yeah. I remember I took it off the first year I worked for the company. I was
Oh,
like,
fuck.
nope. I looked it up and I took it off. And Tom's like, why?
Did they say what week it is?
You can look it
Oh,
up.
no
I'm fucking
shit.
taking it off
Yeah,
next
you
year.
can Google it every year.
Well, shit, doing county. Even I wonder if they'll have the portable setup out there.
I should probably
It
take
wasn't
the-
open today.
Wasn't it?
I had to go to Lapway and I was like, check this one out. See.
Yeah.
I should probably take the long way around, huh? Go up Rosencrantz to go around and
Yeah.
get the one can. Or the two cans at the fucking the house. Turn around and go the other way.
That
Like, what took you so long? Like, there was cops out there.
that last company I worked for, we would
Shut up.
we'd have our safety meetings in the morning was mapping out the ways around the scales to wherever we were going because our trucks they never passed. I mean,
I know the one time. So one time when I was coming down from Genesee, they had the blitz
Yeah.
steel, and what was it? They have the scale, the jump scale on both sides.
Yep.
And I blew past the first one, and then all the way down, and then on the way out to cul-de-sac there was another one, and they caught me. Oh, it was at the scale house. They caught me, and the lights weren't working on the truck and whatever. And then, so later on in the day, I had to go back up because the guy said he was going to let me finish the day. And then when I was going back up by Genesee, I pulled in there, and I grabbed the wrong piece of paper. I don't know why, but I was like, "Hey, yeah, I got it inspected earlier. Do I need another inspection?" They're like, "Oh no, you're good. Just go." And then like I didn't realize it until later, but I had the wrong piece of paper. So I wonder if that works all the time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here, like, but what if you get caught?
Yeah. Run that truck through the ringer, dude. Wow.
That's what they did to mine. The guy was like, "You got to get in there and hold your foot on the brake for yada yada," and then he pulls out his little fucking tape measure and he's like, "There's just this much shit and all the you had 46 centimeters," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck a centimeter is, but it looked good to me." And he's like, "Well, it's close. Your brakes are close." And then I was like, "Whatever."
when I worked,
And then, but he's like, "Is this thing loaded?" I was like, "Yeah, there's trash in the back of that." He's like, "All right, I'm not doing the back of this. I don't want that shit on me all day." I was like, "Cool.
Yeah.
Remember that."
That last company I worked for.
Wally didn't give a fuck. He crawled underneath those fuckers.
Wally was
He
pretty
didn't give
terrible.
a
Yeah, fuck Wally.
That last company I worked for, it depended on my mood, on whether I was going to skip the scales or not. I got a new set of drivers on one truck, brake adjust. Actually, I think I got new brakes even because they were so far out of adjustment. Then there's other times, like going up to Moscow, they'd have a flag on the open sign where you could bail off to Pullman instead of going through the scale. So we'd go through Johnson and back onto the Moscow highway. And God, we had it down to a science on how to avoid them. I mean,
That's what I had to do at Lake Tahoe. They gave me the shit truck one time. And they're like, hey, avoid the scales if you can. And then they're like, why'd you get like 86 hours this week?
Yeah.
Like, because you told me avoid the scale, which meant that I had to like basically drive up to drive up past Central Grade and then hit that other one that goes
Magpie.
down to,
Or not Magpie, Coyote.
it goes down to Coyote and then fucking do that 3 times a week just to bypass the scale. And then to go to Lapway, you got to fucking, I don't remember what I did. Man's Lake. Instead of taking the highway, you take Man's Lake.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool.
We were transporting equipment. Well, our old shop was right there next door to the scale house on the highway. And so we were transporting equipment up to Southwick outside of Kendrick. And we would go up Central and down Coyote for like a week solid during DOT week because, well, the first trip we were hauling a fuel truck because a fuel truck shouldn't be on the road, but nobody had a hazmat to drive the fuel truck, let alone haul it on a lowboy. But yeah, we'd go up Central and down Coyote just to avoid, that 2-mile stretch would be a 30-mile trip.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well,
Actually,
That won't do you any good.
which one of the trucks is the most broken?
All of them.
CR4.
I'm taking R8. Like, hey, yeah, it's back to this, motherfucker.
I don't think you'll even get there.
Yeah, you won't like R8.
Dude, that thing hasn't broke down, like, in 2 weeks.
That's better than the rest of them, I guess.
Yes, it definitely is. I don't know how that works, but,
Fucking 5204. After you cancel the pack out twice, the PTO just shuts off instead of saying it packs out now.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can't
restart it then.
You can't run your arm. You have to cycle it. I think it's twice. Get the PTO to kick back on.
If you push the start button twice, it pauses it. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that.
Yeah, it's nice.
But it quit packing out and it just started shutting off.
I'm not gonna lie. For $400,000, those Mack trucks are fucking garbage.
Oh yeah.
They're a piece of shit. I guess all the power steerings are not working in a lot of them.
No, I think there's only 2 of them out of 5 that the power steering works on, and they're the oldest one is.
Yeah, well, that's why
3 years.
That's why 5800's getting worked on right now, and they're saying that.
Oh, so Steve's getting the power steering pump and nobody else is?
Yep, and I guess the place out there said that nobody has power steering pumps. Well, I wonder if it's because it's the Max.
Well,
problem.
What Eric was saying, the power steering pumps are too small for those front ends.
Oh.
Because those front ends are a constant 20,000 pounds. They're designed for a, not 100% load on them. They're designed for a 60% or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it sounds like we're all getting pumps soon.
They doubt it.
No, they only found 2. They only found 2, and Mac didn't want to give it up. And they're like, our truck is fucking down. And then they're like, all right, well, and that was, a week ago? And they still haven't got the pump.
I mean, honestly, though, I guess the front load truck probably needs a power steering pump worse than the side load.
Yeah, I was just going to say, imagine like stopping in front of the dumpster and it won't turn.
Yeah.
So you get the fucking forks in there.
I can kind of buy into that.
That roundabout by the high school?
Yeah.
Corey said he had to stop and back up because he couldn't make a corner. in that roundabout.
What shit?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, don't mind me, just being stupid.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there's only 2 available, but what are we going to do when the rest of them start going out? Because they're on their way.
I'm thinking it's a flaw in the
they are out.
pumps. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen the movie Over the Top?
Oh, yeah.
They'll put in those little weight machines in there for us to get our arms built up.
Yeah. Shit, put your hat on backwards. Fucking let's do this. But yeah, I don't know. I think
We should get bigger steering wheels so we have more leverage.
Or even Brody knobs, honestly.
We should probably get an underdrive pulley for the power steering pump. I mean, they do it in off-road trucks for big tires. Spin the pump faster at idle so it puts out more and it doesn't burn it out.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Well, actually, Eric just got the Mac computer today where he can change all the parameters.
Oh, did you really?
So he can bump up the idle to like 1,500.
Oh, fucking nice.
Huh. So we can really break some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Maybe you can turn off those fucking dingers.
Maybe you could fucking get me a new roll-off truck. God damn, that thing's a piece of shit.
So Eric's actually like making waves then?
Kind of.
Like he says things and Sean listens to him?
I'm
kind
sorry,
of.
but if he's fixing the trucks cost us our raise in June, it's going to irritate me. I'd rather drive broke down shit and make more than that.
I mean, it is going to be broke down no matter what, so...
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it'll make the day less shitty.
Yeah.
Should we end this show on something perverted?
Why not?
Like birds.
Don't even
How are
get him
birds
fucking
perverted?
started.
Don't
Jesus.
get him... Yeah,
Oh,
one of
birds
his
are
birds...
fake.
I ran into one of his birds.
You've been feeling Jay's bird all evening.
Dude, I tried. It's,
What were you going to say?
it's all fluffy.
What bird is fluffy?
Like
All of them?
macaws.
Macaws?
Yeah? You never seen a fluffy...
Feather? I wouldn't call feathers fluffy.
A penguin. Penguin's fluffy,
No,
They
they're
still
not.
have feathers.
but there's fluffy feathers.
They're more like a wetsuit. You ever pet a wetsuit?
I petted a penguin. It didn't feel anything like a wetsuit.
That's what they look like to me, as a wetsuit.
You never petted a penguin at a petting zoo?
No.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
What were you
Are
talking
you trying to find a fluffy bird? Ostrich.
That looks pretty fluffy to me.
Oh, it does look fluffy.
what
is that?
It's a Japanese horny owl.
Would you put it in your butt?
Yeah.
Do you want fluff in your butt though?
Robert does.
They're called Shima Inaga.
Shima and Naga.
That
That sounds racist.
It says in English they're also known as long-tailed tits. A long-tailed tit.
Well, I got to get going, guys.
All right. Jay's got to go, so we got to bring this episode of Stray Garbage
What were you going to say
Podcast
something
to a
about
close.
perverted?
Just so you know, fun fact, Jay watched 45 minutes of gay porn with a buddy. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, laters.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm pretty hammered. I got warrants, man.
For what?
Jaywalking.